Today, I am stepping out of the shadows and embarking on my Minecraft builder journey. Today, we are finally doing something with the obscenely ugly giant pit beside my house, and we are going to be building a lovely floating island. I have to say, I am really pleased with how this turned out. It is not too shabby for being one of my very first builds, and I really hope you enjoy following along with me on this journey. Let's get started! I did use the FreeCam mod, which allowed me to look at the build from a distance and determine whether or not I liked the direction the build was going in. I started in the very center of the pit and decided to build up to my desired height, and from there I got to start building shapes. I think I like the top of the island so far, but I kind of want to rework this jagged corner here. Oh shoot, if I mine the dirt it's gonna fall and that's gonna be so annoying to pick up. Let me just turn off the note block timer and grab my allays here, and I think this is gonna make my job so much easier. I thought to myself, man, allays are so cool and useful, I should bring all of them along on the build. And then they caused me to fall pretty much immediately, and I realized why I don't really see people use allays. I really didn't like the shape of the island at this point. To me, it looked almost too man-made, so I decided to start over. Tearing down these dirt blocks was probably the hardest thing I'd ever done in Minecraft. I died a lot. It was rough. Anyways, we returned to your regular scheduled programming. There was something that caught my eye about the pit, and that's this outline here where the grass and the stone meet. I thought that it would be best to recreate this outline in the sky because then it would really look like the island just lifted off of the ground, and I just thought it would be the best way to capture Minecraft's essence. He's not supposed to be there. Hey man, I think you really should be careful up here. I know you're trying to sell some ice and everything, but it's not safe. You could really honestly trip and... Oh fuck. At this point, I have so many workplace injury reports to fill out, but that is okay because we got the entire surface of the island filled in with dirt. Right now, I'm just going around the edges to replace the netherrack with dirt. Okay, so at this point, there are a couple of things to think about. I'm thinking that I want the very tip of the island to be right around the height my crosshair is at right now. Okay, so I got that marked. Now I have to think about how I'm going to get from the edge of the dirt to those stone blocks there. The edges of the island are going to slope inward from the surface, so I need to think about how steep I want that to be. I had to get under the edge of the dirt to begin building downwards, and suddenly I found myself in a complicated contraption of netherrack such as this one. I didn't have an elytra, my tools were hardly even enchanted when I started, I didn't even have feather falling 4, so slowly building this scaffolding of netherrack was honestly the best I could do. Overall, I had no idea what I got myself into, but that is okay because we persevere, no matter how many times I fall off the netherrack and die. I created a 2-block tall layer of stone, and I added some bits of hanging dirt here and there as I went. So after I got the first layer of stone done, I started adding some variation with the blocks. I was really just trying to break up the monotony. Is that a word? I think so. At this point, I was getting really excited. I have no idea why, but I loved the sound of me jumping on the netherrack here. But I do have a small issue. My supplies of stone and cobblestone are kind of depleted. I am doing my best to smelt cobblestone into stone, but since I am going to be breaking a lot of blocks, I do need silk touch, so let's take a quick enchanting break. Once we did a little bit of mining, I was ready to keep on building. We did a little bit of building here, a little bit of texturing there, and before I knew it, we had a pretty good island on our hands. I noticed that the island was getting kind of tall in vertical height, but I was worried about it overshadowing the pit. I still wanted to showcase the pit because it's every bit as part of the build as the island itself. So instead of going down any lower, I decided to round off the island here and start filling in the final layer of stone. I filled in the bottom layer with netherrack so I could go in underneath and easily place that last layer. Okay, I'm so excited! It's finally time to start planting some trees! I'm gonna get some bone meal and glass so that we can get those gorgeous super tall trees up here. I think I'm gonna create a little grove. There are gonna be a lot of trees on the perimeter of the island here. Okay, let's get a tree here. We'll throw some glass up here. Oh, I forgot that I had a silk touch pickaxe. Oh no. But we can bone meal this tree. I hope it looks pretty. Oh. Wait, I think that is the perfect first tree. What the hell? Let's see if we can get another one here. And the anticipation. Oh, okay. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. I can go get some more. Okay, take two. Let's try this one again. Oh, this one's cute. I think this one fits nicely up here. Okay, let's check out what this tree's gonna look like. I kind of have a good feeling for this one. Oh? Wait, I think this one is so cool. I've never really seen a tree like this one before. Oh my god, I'm so glad about that one. Right now, I have some semblance of a plan for the surface here. There are going to be amethyst buds all over the place, and there is going to be a lectern in the middle of the island. I don't really know why a lectern specifically, I just think that would be really cool. I'm thinking that I kind of want a little bit of terrain up here as well. I want the island to kind of like go downwards in the center. Oh, I know. Wait, I think it would be so cool to like kind of dig out the top level here, this surface, and we are going to fill this entire thing up with water. And I think the lectern in the middle will be this super cool centerpiece on top of like a big boulder of amethyst. Oh my gosh, I like that idea. Okay, let's get to work. Alrighty, we have a pretty good start here. So this is essentially going to be just one big shallow pond, almost kind of like a tide pool. Before I plant some more trees, I'm just going to make sure this perimeter is a little bit thicker just to cover up the stone here. And I think it'll also make the trees just feel a little bit more supported by the land. I forgot to light this place up and so many mobs spawned here. Holy cow. So now that things are starting to come together on the island, I do need to go out and get some amethyst buds. I also did not prepare my stockpile for amethyst buds, so going out and foraging for them is a must at this point. I'm just in a little ocean nearby my house looking for geodes right now, but even when I have my shaders off and I'm doing this little glitch with the camera angle, I don't think I can see a geode in this lighting even if it was right under my nose. So I'm just gonna go home really quickly and brew up some night vision and water breathing potions, just to be safe. Okay, I grabbed some potions and I'm a little further out this time. I haven't had any luck yet, but I do see some underwater caves here and there that might be worth checking out. Let's see what we can find. I don't know if I want to use my water breathing potions just for exploring, just in case like the geodes might be flooded. So I'm gonna sit on top of this magma block here. Let's see if there's anything down here. These glow squids are so cool. Oh, do I hear something? Oh, I think I hear something sparkling. Is it just I think it's just the glow squids. Oh man. Ooh, there are some diamonds here though. I am never going to pass up the opportunity for diamonds though, so I will go ahead and grab these. I think this is going to be kind of a long shot, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's going to be any geodes in here. Let's check out the next cave. Doesn't look like anything's down here. This cave is huge, but there's nothing down here either. That diorite got me for a second, but I don't think there's a geode here. Okay, this looks really promising. There's nothing here either. We have had it rough so far, but the fate of our island depends on us. The ocean is a lot deeper here, so let's hope it's deep enough that we get a couple geodes. Let's check out one more cave. Oh, there's a geode here! There is not many buds, but we can definitely grab some calcite and the amethyst blocks themselves, which we are definitely going to need a lot of. Okay, I've kind of been out here for a while, and I do see this one geode over here, which is so awesome. I'm just hoping that there's there's another one over there. This is perfect. I feel like I've been looking for so long. We are 3,000 blocks away from home. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited to finally have some geodes on our hands. Okay, there's still not a lot of buds in this one, but I feel like they grow from these cracked blocks here. Oh, I didn't have my silk touch on. Oh no! But that is okay. We'll just sit here for a little while and we'll let these things grow, and we're just gonna start collecting buds of all sizes. I have been sitting here for a while now, going back and forth between the couple of geodes that we have, and it's actually been quite relaxing to sit here in the dark, but we do have about half a stack of each size of amethyst bud now, and we do have a whole stack of the clusters, so I think we're good to call it here. This should be plenty for what we need, and we can head back to the island now. Okay, now that we're back here, we can begin placing our amethyst. And oh my gosh, I just sounded so Canadian there. I kind of want everything on the island to be shallow and easily visible from all angles, so our little mound in the center here is only going to be 2 blocks tall, I think. Yeah, something like this looks really good, and I like that it's a little bit offset from what I consider to be like the door of the island, this side here. Now, this is where all of my decisiveness ends. I have no idea what I want to do from here on out. There are so many different directions we can go in. I think it would be nice to create little pools of amethyst like how you would see in the lush caves, but I don't want to add too many layers of terrain here, so I think that would be kind of difficult to do. I think we're just going to create these little strands of amethyst coming out of the mound here, almost as if this tiny island of amethyst is the heart of the island, and it has veins traveling out and like feeding life to the island. Building on a diagonal angle is way more complicated than I thought. I do want this vein to come to a point with the one we already have built. Nice. Okay, I think that works. On second thought, we might need to tweak that one. Okay, I think this is good for now, and now we can work on a couple more veins around the rest of the heart. At first I was going to have it stay as a dirt floor, but halfway through I decided that putting calcite in the ground would really add a touch of like fantasy and magic to the island, so I started laying that down as I went. The island looks really cool. It kind of actually reminds me of an eyeball at this stage, but I think the thing it needs most right now is detail. I decided to lay down a perimeter of stone around the edge and layer it up with stone slabs. I think this really works to enclose the pool, which makes it a little bit more mysterious than natural. It's definitely not the same thing, but if you... This is a long stretch. If you've watched H2O Just Add Water as a kid, I want this island to give you the same kind of feelings the moon pool used to give. I want it to feel wondrous and magical. This next part of the video is probably my most anticipated moment. I have been so excited this entire time to just put a bunch of bushes everywhere. These bushes are going to be huge and sprawling. I'm going to use them to kind of hide what's on the island from the outside world and create a little bit of secrecy and intrigue. I'm going to leave them a little unfinished right now. I'm just going to worry about what they look like on the inside, and eventually I'm going to fly around the island in creative mode and fix them up from the outside. I'm keeping track of the items I use and throwing out that amount of blocks from my survival inventory so I can avoid cheating blocks in that way, but I'm not even gonna lie, I just really wanted the convenience of creative mode flying for this part. This is how the bushes turned out. I love them honestly, and I think they really work. I love how you can't really see off of the island. Like, I mean you can, but I almost feel like I'm kind of tricking my brain to just focus on what's in front of me instead of looking beyond. But yeah, I think I want to get some even more detail and decoration up here. I'm just gonna take a look here and see if I can find any nature blocks, like the drip leaf, the moss carpet, the vines, sure we can take. The lily pad, we only have one lily pad. But we can take the azalea, and the bamboo is also a good idea. I don't have any more lily pads in here, but those are gonna be like the star of the show, so unfortunate. Let's see. I wonder, I know you can like, I've heard you can bone meal stuff like in the past. I heard that there was like a flower duplication thing you could do. I know you can do it for sure with the cherry leaves, or the cherry flowers. There's bone meal in here, which we can take, but I don't see any lily pads. Ooh, those might be really cute to have in the pond. Okay, yeah, we'll take those. Those are gonna be nice. Okay, let's see if we can duplicate these. Oh, it's not working. Okay, so I think we're just gonna have to go and look for a swamp. So unfortunately, it's not looking like I can hang these mangrove saplings on the trees, and I'm worried that if I plant them on the ground, they'll grow into full mangrove trees, so we're just gonna scrap the mangrove pods, and I think we're just gonna start with the basics, and we're just gonna get some azalea bushes up here, because I'm pretty sure those will look good. I wish I had the flowering azaleas, I'm not even gonna lie, but I do not have any of those, so we can make do with what we have, though. I do kind of want to get moss carpet somewhere, but I don't know how to balance that, though, with the stone. I don't want to cover up too much of the stone. I also think the moss carpets would be a really nice touch, so I'm not quite sure what to do. And it doesn't look like I can use the drip leaves anywhere either, unfortunately. So I am a little bit more limited than I thought I would be with these nature blocks. I can definitely find some places for this bamboo though, and I think it would be really cool to have it under blocks. So then that way they don't grow up super tall and they're kind of like limited with their growth per se. But yeah, I think the bamboo here and there would be a really nice touch. I'm just gonna spread some bone meal here and there. Get some tall grass up here, get a little bit more texture on these empty plots of dirt here. I am kind of being really picky about the flowers that I choose to go on here, but I think most of the ones that spawn with bone meal are going to be okay. I think I kind of like the idea of the like purple tones, the yellow tones, the white tones. I don't think I want any red or orange flowers up here. I kind of want to use as many cool colors as I can. And I'm slowly working on taking down the torches as well. We are going to get lanterns up here though, which I think is going to be super cute. It is finally time to start getting our amethyst buds placed down here and there. I am super excited. I think I might just need a second to organize my inventory. Okay, here we go. That is much better. So now that it is nighttime and I'm getting these last couple bit of torches off of the island here, I think it's finally time to start placing amethyst, and right off the bat, I think it looks so good. What the heck? I kind of want the buds to be more dense around the heart here, and then they're gonna spread out the further away they get from the heart. I'm really just gonna mess around here. I'm just gonna have different sizes and shapes every which way. I'm not really putting much thought into this. I'm just kind of putting things down and hoping it looks good in the long run. I think that looks so good so far. And now we can start working on getting some of these smaller buds on the veins out here. And I also think it would be really cool to have them along the edge of the pond here on all of this stone. I'm gonna try over here having the buds go down in like gradual order, so the taller they are, the closer to the heart they are. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I kind of want to try having a little bit of pieces in the water here. I think that is so cute. It almost kind of reminds me of barnacles. I think this is such a good idea though. I feel like it adds a little bit of depth to the pond. And I have to say, I am kind of glad that we decided to stick with our decision to make it really shallow. I feel like it could also look good having a deeper pond and kind of make it look more like a naturally generated pond in Minecraft, but for some reason just having the shallow one layer of water here looks so good in my opinion. Let's try getting some amethyst buds up in the trees too. And maybe some vines here and there as well. I am super excited about all of these super tall trees because we get to hang amethyst off of them, we can put vines and glowberries off of them. There is really so much potential that they bring. I'm not sure how I feel about the amethyst crystals on the trees. At this point, I do kind of want the amethyst in the pond to be the centerpiece, but I feel like if we kind of overdo the amethyst on the trees and have a bunch of amethyst everywhere, it is going to kind of take away from that. So maybe I actually take a couple of amethyst crystals down off of the trees. This is better. With only a few amethyst buds on the trees, I feel like they enhance the overall image and design of the island. It is finally time to get some lighting up here. I have made so many lanterns, but I think we're gonna put them to good use. It will always be my Minecraft pet peeve that we cannot put lanterns on the lily pads. I did a quick Google search for like water lantern design Minecraft, and I found this old Reddit post that suggested using glass panes in the water and putting a lantern on top, and I immediately have to try this out. Honestly, I really don't mind that. I am okay with a little bit of distortion in the water, like directly underneath the lantern, if it means that I can get my water lanterns. I am immediately in love with how these look. One thing that I have been scared about this entire time I've been building is Enderman, because I do have mob griefing turned on, so really the Enderman could just snatch blocks away from my design here, and then I am left with a crumbling island. Oh my gosh, I think that was the touch the island needed. Holy cow. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. That's so pretty. Oh, wow. This is looking so gorgeous. And you can't even see the glass pane under the lantern, really. It is time to add the final touches on the island. I think some glowberries are going to add some really nice soft lighting here, but without precaution, they are going to grow all to the same height and they're going to touch the floor. So just to keep some variation, I am going to use what string I have and just place it underneath these vines. And that way they are going to be blocked by the string so they can't grow too long. I added some extra lanterns on the heart of the island here and decided to get rid of the vines. I just didn't quite like them on the trees. And I did go around the island in creative mode, and I fixed up the bushes on the outside, and I added some glowberries hanging off of the island. And with that, I think we are done. This is our final look. I do have some shots of the island here, kind of showing off what it looks like inside and out. This island looks amazing even from a distance. After recording this video, I went out on a little journey, and just coming home from the trip and seeing the island honestly gave me chills. And this is what it looks like from the ground level just when we're running around our base. I think it fills the space really nicely, and it definitely makes it feel cozier. I actually had so much fun building this island. It is one of my first build projects. Most of the building I've done in the past have involved a tutorial of some kind, so I feel really proud of myself for building something of this nature on my own. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope you enjoyed yourself. It was really fun to challenge myself. I don't really build much, and this is a new editing style for me as well, so I feel like I learned a lot throughout this entire project. My favorite part was honestly all of the really nice sounds the Amethyst made when I was building. It was so relaxing. If you like what you saw today, please consider subscribing. It is free and you can always unsubscribe later. And I would love to know what part of the video you liked as well. I'm gonna call this episode here, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!